We're rolling. Psychology series, take 2. Action.
Welcome to weekly trading psychology series at Funding Pips. I'm Paulina and I am your trading psychology coach. Did you know that majority of traders lose money not because they lack technical knowledge, but because of what happens up here? In the next few minutes, you're going to discover the 10 psychological solutions that separate consistent from inconsistent traders. And I'm going to reveal exactly how to program your mind for success using the same techniques that sports psychologists use with elite athletes. Every time you see those numbers from 1 to 10, your brain will automatically associate it with power and control in trading, because that's exactly what you're going to gain today. So let's start. Number 1, the unbreakable why. Let me ask you something. Why do you trade? And don't tell me to make money. That's the what, not the why. Traders who survive trading crises have a reason so deep that temporary losses become irrelevant. I met a trader who lost over $50,000 in 1 month. While others gave up, he kept trading. His why was to give his daughter education. That purpose made him unstoppable. Today, he manages a significant amount in funds. Every time you feel the temptation to abandon your plan, connect with your why. Make it a ritual. Pain plus purpose equals unbreakable power. Now, if why is your fuel, what's coming next is the money-focused mindset. Let me tell you, why forgetting about money makes you more money. Here's the most counterintuitive trading secret. The most profitable traders rarely think about money while trading. They think about probabilities, process, execution. Traders who are consistent think about whether they are following their plan perfectly. Money is just the game scoreboard, not the game itself. But when your mind is focused on the dollars, your amygdala activates, cortisol flows, which is your stress hormone, and you make decisions from fear. When your mind is focused on excellence, your prefrontal cortex dominates, and you make decisions from logic. New rule: before each trade, ask yourself, am I executing my plan perfectly, or am I thinking from the emotion? Money is a positive consequence, not the cause. And that brings me to point number 3, which is the golden rule of self-talk. Listen, the inner conversation can really multiply your profits. Right now, as you're listening to me, your mind is having a conversation with itself. Losing traders tell themselves, I hope this works. I hope I don't lose. I'm scared. But traders who are consistent completely flip that script. Instead of thinking raw of I hope to win, they say I'm going to execute my plan perfectly. Instead of I'm afraid of losing, they say I accept my calculated risk. Every word you tell yourself creates a reality. Your brain cannot distinguish between what you vividly imagine, whether it's real experience or it's a threat. Right now, repeat after me. I am a disciplined and consistent trader. Did you feel that shift in your posture? It's true neuroplasticity in action when you talk to yourself out loud positively. Now, number 4, the invisible enemy. There is this one emotion that will burn more accounts than fear, and that's boredom. Yes, boredom. Boredom blows more accounts than anything else. Think about it. You're waiting for your perfect setup. Hours pass. Your mind says, just this one quick trade here. You enter an average trade, you lose. Boredom costs you money. You start chasing. Professional traders have boredom protocols, specific routines for when there is no action. They will step away from the markets and study, exercise, be away from the charts. The reason for that is they remove themselves from the environment that may tempt them. So repeat after me. Boredom is not my friend. I am going to implement patience. Now, speaking of the self-control, let's talk about the self-control myth. You don't just need more discipline. You need to showcase to yourself that you have a willpower, and willpower is a muscle that gets depleted if it's not repeated. Therefore, you need to implement the same repetitions over time in order for the brain muscle to grow. It's the systems that build the willpower, and that system of willpower is going to fuel your trading system. And let's think about that ritual that you should adapt. It's the 5-minute ritual that can really help you focus. I will tell you one thing. Consistent traders have rituals. Rituals pre-performance. Athletes do the same. Before opening the charts, 2 minutes of deep breathing, 1 minute reviewing your trading plan, 1 minute visualizing, and 1 minute connecting with your why. Total 5 minutes that can generate consistent profits because you bring in awareness into your frontal lobe, and that can help you to engage in a flow state. Make it sacred, make it yours, make it non-negotiable and part of your trading routine on the charts. And that brings me to number 7, the mental reset. Any trader I speak to during Wednesday success stories tell me that they have a plan. Picture this, you just lost $500 trade. Your heart is racing, you're feeling the anger, you want to revenge the market. Professional traders step away. When they recognize that rage inside of them, this is where they need to remove themselves from that environment. Why does it work? Because your primitive brain can't distinguish a real loss and a physical threat. So the mental reset cuts that destructive pattern in your brain and gives you back the control, because you will take time to slow down your emotions and engage in logical thinking again. Now, let's think about the time paradox though. Why thinking long term will help you win short term? Because here's the counterintuitive truth. Traders who think about profits in decades make more money in weeks, and those traders who think about profits in weeks never make it, because when your time horizon is next 10 years, and even if you have $1,000 loss, it's statistically irrelevant. That mindset frees you from the emotions and stops clouding your judgment. Consistent traders don't ask, how much did I make today? They ask themselves, did I follow my system to build my trading consistency over the next 10 years? You need to really implement that into your mindset and into your routine, and visualize in your mind every day what it is like, what you want to achieve in next 10 years as a professional trader. And number 9 is the emotional intelligence, the emotional skill that predicts your profit. Listen, the most aware and consistent traders that we talk to at Funding Pips have an extraordinary ability. They can measure their emotional state and have awareness where they are at on the scale from 1 to 10. If before any trade they are above 5, around 6, they don't trade, because they know that their cortisol, which is a stress hormone, is going to hijack the prefrontal cortex. Therefore, your logic system is out of the window, and this is where the biology will take over. Professionals only trade when they are emotionally calm, when their anxiety is packed away, and they are able to control themselves on the charts. And they don't put themselves at that risk of emotional dysregulation that can throw them off the track. And that brings me to the identity. You need to shift your identity from a losing trader to a winning trader. Here's the difference. Some traders will come to the charts or say to others, I do trading. But professionals will say, I am a trader. They identify as a trader. It's deeply rooted in their identity, in the way that they see the data, in the way that they see their growth. Your identity and how you think about yourself determines your reality. So from today, every time someone asks you, what do you do? Say with pride, I'm a professional trader. I'm an excellent risk manager. And that's where you start, with your brain that is going to start acting from identity, not from the hope. And trust me, professional traders have the bad days and learning days too. That's okay. That's the tuition that you are paying at the university, let's say. But you need to develop that unbreakable mindset. So here, 10 psychological secrets that separate consistent from inconsistent traders. But here's the truth. Knowing those points is only 10% of success. But applying those points is the remaining 90%. Your transformation can start today. Choose one of these points and commit to them and apply them for the next 7 days. This is going to be your first step towards psychological progress on your trading journey. And remember, successful traders started exactly where you are. The difference is in their mindset, not in the capital. So if this video changed your perspective on trading, leave me a comment and get a chance to win 100,000 challenge account. And I will pick the best comment next week, and I'm going to announce the winner next Thursday in a trading psychology blog. Thank you, traders, and have a wonderful weekend.
Fuck yeah.
Was this good?
Loved it.
I felt like I rushed it